Hi guys, welcome to Placeaholic. In this video we'll take a closer look at the 20 best places to live in Wyoming. The world as we know it is slowly yet surely becoming harder to live in, simply due to the exorbitant living costs that come with having a certain lifestyle quality. While many people would say that this is a given, there are still a few places on this earth and in the United States specifically that are affordable enough, where you don't have to cut down the living costs all that much. Since we've already featured the best places to live in Montana and the best spots in Idaho, in this post we decided to move next door and we will take a closer look at the 20 best places to live in Wyoming. Trust us, the Yellowstone National Park or the Grand Teton National Park are not the only attractions in the Equality State. From small secluded census-designated places to wonderful towns with everything you could possibly need, all these places from Wyoming are special in their own way, so we recommend that you visit each and every one of them for yourself before formally moving in for good. With all that being said, let's just hop right into our first pick of the day, none other than 20. Buffalo. Starting off our list we have none other than the charming little town of Buffalo, easily one of the most beautiful places in the entire state. Not only is Buffalo absolutely gorgeous to take strolls on due to its snow-capped mountains, it is also a great place to live in as a student, thanks to the above-average school district and all of the incredible family-friendly amenities that we just can't get enough of. Make sure to get to the Bighorn National Forest right outside of the town while you're there, because this will surely make your stay all the more enjoyable on the long run. Last but not least, we would like to mention the fact that Buffalo features some of the lowest costs of rent out there. Wyoming is not exactly cheap to live in, but Buffalo makes it all the better by lowering that bar up, and making it actually easy to live in here even without a huge salary to back you up. 19. Casper. We can't stress this enough, but you need to make your way to Casper and you need to do so ASAP because, while it is quite affordable to live here right now, it won't be like this in the very near future. This is because the lovely town of Casper has been on a steady incline over the past couple of years when it comes to its quality of life, to the point where it can even rival places that are twice as expensive to live in by comparison. Businesses have been booming here, driving the economy higher than ever before, and while all of this has been happening, the housing market has not been able to catch up yet, so you can easily snatch a fairly large single-family home for as little as $196,200. 18. Gillette. There are currently 31,783 people here that call Gillette their home, and considering just how many indoor and outdoor amenities there are here, it shouldn't come off as a surprise that nobody here would prefer to live anywhere else. The median house value is also worth mentioning, as you can easily get your dream house for as little as $203,900, and when you couple that with the fact that the average house income is of around $74,348, you can easily make your money back within a couple of years or so. Gillette also features a very low crime rate, and let's not forget about the fact that it also has a lot of different public school options for you to consider here for yourself or for your children. 17. Riverton. Riverton truly offers a special experience as it features the best of both worlds when it comes to the education of its people. We are talking about both the Fremont County School District, which solely covers the preliminary levels of education here, alongside the beautiful and exquisite Central Wyoming College, which covers the higher education that so many of us yearn to have under our belt. Not only that, but Riverton also features one of the most beautiful mixtures of cultures that you'll ever see. There are dozens of different mountain men and tribes that used to meet here way back in the 1800s, for example, and you can find traces of them all around the place if you want to do so. 16. Worland. Worland really is one of the best places that you could live in Wyoming, and that's saying a lot considering just how many great places are running for the #1 spot on this list. There are just so many things to mention about it, but we'll keep it brief for now and just give you a short rundown of everything that truly stood out to us. First of all, the town has a very poignant agricultural background, which made it so that local businesses could actually thrive in here as opposed to being pushed out by big corporations. Second, the town features an extremely low crime rate, which makes this a great place to move into with your children. Third, the healthcare facilities and public schools here are absolutely terrific, so again, if you have children and you want to ensure the best possible future for them, this may be the best choice for you. Last but not least, you can also learn a lot about the historical value of Worland during your stay here, by visiting the Washakie Museum or the Cultural Center, to get better accustomed to your surroundings and the historical and cultural value of everything. 15. Rock Springs. If you want to feel like you're living in a really expensive place, while also saving money at the same time, then Rock Springs may be the perfect place for you. On top of that, Rock Springs also features some top-tier schooling options that you will want to enroll your child into later on down the line. It is more often than not considered to be the budget version of South Park and Rafter J Ranch, especially when you consider the fact that the median house here costs as little as $199,600. 14. Evanston. You can find Evanston alongside the Wyoming/Utah border, and honestly, if you are looking for a relatively small town that still has the amenities to rival the big cities around, you have got to check out Evanston at least once before making your final decision. The town of Evanston is very unique in that although it features a population of around 12,213 people right now, everyone is quite proud of calling themselves a resident here, and for good reason too. We especially recommend checking out Evanston during the winter when there are plenty of ski and sled events to take part in with the locals. 13. Ranchettes. Ranchettes is located around 15 minutes away from Cheyenne, and the best part about it is the fact that while it is a smaller town, it also features a very low crime rate and a very impressive infrastructure, which can rival some of the most expensive towns in Wyoming. It is also one of the most highly educated towns in the U.S., with well over 42% of the current population holding at the very least a bachelor's degree under their portfolio. The rent here will rarely exceed the $1,144 mark, and while that is definitely not the cheapest price out there, it is well worth it if you want to get to experience the beautiful town of Ranchette in its entirety. 12. Newcastle. Newcastle is just an overall great choice no matter where you're from or what you're looking for. Buying a house here won't cost you more than $141,000 usually, and if you want to rent your place for now you can do so for around $846 per month. You will get to call 3,480 people your neighbors, and on top of that you will might getting a decent income of around $53,171 per year. 11. Green River. As the name implies, Green River is just a beautiful place to live in, one that we can't get enough of simply due to how amazing is the scenery here and many amazing outdoor sports you can take part in. Are you a fan of fishing? What about hiking? Maybe hunting is more your thing? Regardless of what your vice is, you will be able to do it to your heart's content here while also paying as little as $197,900 per median house and earning a good $72,656 every year. 10. Powell. Powell is just an overall great place to live in simply due to how many amenities it has to offer for outdoor lovers and artists alike. Since it is a mere driving distance away from the Yellowstone National Park, you can be sure of the fact that you can get plenty of cardio done at any of the nearby hiking trails and campgrounds. Around 6,500 people here call Powell their home, and they do so happily considering just how affordable living here really is. 9. Jackson. Jackson truly is one of the most scenic and friendly places to live in while in Wyoming, and this is mostly due to its beautiful natural landscapes and its overall welcoming community. If you are a fan of skiing, snowboarding and hiking up rugged rocky cliffs, then you will definitely enjoy your stay here, and even if you're not interested in any of that you will still get your money's worth from the egregious number of amenities that you can take advantage of. 8. Laramie. With less than 10,000 people currently living here, Laramie is oftentimes considered to be one of the more underrated options that you could pick out for yourself simply because of how small it really is. Laramie does manage to stand out from the rest of the towns in Wyoming though, by being quite affordable considering just how many amazing amenities it has to offer. The University of Wyoming can be found here, and on top of that, the whole place is just brimming with positive energy. We can't really explain it, but you can definitely feel it the moment you step foot in it. 7. Lander. Lander is a great option for you if you want to settle down your roots in Wyoming, without paying the usual Wyoming costs. Lander is one of the cheapest options on this list, with a lower than average median rent and most of the people here actually owning their very own houses, due to how affordable they really are. You also get to take advantage of the plethora of great restaurants and pubs nearby, and let's not forget about the incredible museums that can be found around every corner here. 6. Cheyenne. Many people will be shocked to hear that the state capital of Wyoming isn't any higher up on our list, but this is for good reason though, don't worry. There are plenty of amazing local attractions and cultural events to take part in Cheyenne, and getting your dream house has never looked more affordable, as the standard home here will not cost you any more than $193,200 or so. Couple all of that with the fact that it features a good school system, and you can instantly see why it is so high up on our list. The reason as to why it isn't higher is simply because the other options are just a tad better in our honest opinion, but it could go both ways with ease. 5. Cody. Cody might be the best starting point if you want to visit the Yellowstone National Park, since the Yellowstone Regional Airport sits right next to the town, but it's also an incredible place to call home as well. The town offers a ton of beautifully accessible jobs for you to take advantage of, and while more expensive, it really earns its keep with a solid school system that beats out most other towns in the state. You can expect to have to pay somewhere around $214,500 per single family home. And while that may sound like a lot, remember that this is a sought-after place to move into, and it will come with a premium price tag. 4. Sheridan. Commonly referred to as Wyoming's prize jewel, Sheridan really is about as beautiful as they come, and that's no exaggeration. You can find the stunning Bighorn Mountains here, which are always worth exploring in your spare time, and if you love to live that cowboy life, you will never get enough of the traditional ranches that can be found around every step. There are around 20,000 or so people here, and while it may not seem like it, the town also features some of the best public schools in the state, which are known to really build your child's future for you on the long run. 3. Rafter J Ranch. While there may only be a population of 1,535 people that call this place home, let's just say that that number will definitely be steadily rising over the next couple of years as more and more people start to realize just how incredible this town really is. The school system here is absolutely worth the price of admission on its own, and on top of that you get some of the best wining and dining options on the market right now. If we were to simply refer to the best quality of life town to move into, Rafter J Ranch would definitely make its way to the very top of our list, but sadly it is very expensive to properly settle here, with the average home costing you as much as $689,900. 2. Kemmerer. Kemmerer is yet another one of those underrated places that is oftentimes forgotten about simply due to how small and secluded it really is. For us though, we can't recommend this place enough, as it just felt like heaven on earth during our stay. There are less than 2,600 people that currently live here, and while that may not sound like a lot, that number is sure to shoot up in the near future when people realize just how incredible this town is. The average house here will cost you less than $169,700, and on top of that it makes for the perfect retirement home for anyone that wants to move into a quiet and calm place with a very low crime rate. 1. South Park. South Park tops our list for now though, and is anyone even surprised at this point? Not only is this a great option to move into financially speaking, but you also get some of the best amenities around while you're here. The median household income is also way above average, with the standard home bringing in as much as $97,286 in total. What can we say about it that hasn't already been said everywhere else? While there are only around 1,681 people here, the community is very tightly knit together, and we honestly couldn't ask for more from such a wonderful place. We absolutely loved Wyoming, and even though it can be quite expensive to live here, it really is worth it simply due to how high the quality of life really is here. We can't recommend enough that you check out whichever place you found to be the most appealing on this list, and honestly no matter which one you choose for yourself, we're pretty sure you won't regret it by the end of the day. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that like button, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.